First, things are created and then they evolve. But if you look at hominoids, they've pretty much stayed the same, right? Over what? Almost 4 million years that human beings have been here? Bipedal anthropomorphic hominoids, Homo habilis, 3.2 million years. Maybe let's say a little older. But if you look at prehistoric man in relation to modern man, what has changed? Not much. There's not that much of a change. That's what I was saying in a previous video. It's not going to change into something drastically different than the initial, you know, that started it, the initial being. It's going to probably evolve into something slightly modified. But if you look at modern day people right now, and then you go back 3 million years, there isn't much of a difference. There's really not much of a difference. It's 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, a torso, teeth, eyes, hair, fingers, toes, that type of thing. You're not growing some, vestigial tail and this proboscis that is jutting out of your forehead that you can suck water through. You know, you just don't see that because nature can only take you so far along the level evolutionary scale, and then that's it. People, the human being as you come to know them now, that's pretty much it. They're always going to just keep procreating and making more of the same. Yes, the body is sentient and it will adapt itself to any fluctuations in the environment. It will attune itself to the evolutionary, timeline, of course. We're all evolving metaphysically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and so on. But physically, things reach a point where nature realizes there's really no need to change this because it works perfectly fine. So that's what I was saying in a previous video, that you could take 50 people that are the same, like white or black, whatever you want to call them, and scatter them around the world. But don't forget, we're on the same planet. So they're not eating different fruits and vegetables and drinking different water. You know, you're just eating from nature, and nature is the earth. So we're all deriving these natural resources from the same spot as far as the planet is concerned, but it's different geographical locations. Of course, the climate is different, the temperature. I get it. Like a tropical place will bear fruits all year long, whereas somewhere that it's only warm, seasonally, which will be different, of course. That's why bananas grow in the tropics and they won't grow in the colder states. That's a given. But just because fruits and vegetables grow in one place and not another is not, evidence enough to say that this is what's going to cause a vast transformation of the people living there as opposed to living in the colder regions, that they're going to transform into something completely different and opposite than what they originally started out as, because we're all on the same planet. No matter how much time goes by, evolution is not going to transform you into a dinosaur. You're pretty much going to stay the way you are, and it might modify itself on a cellular level and so on to adapt to the environment. But other than that, pretty much nature realizes this works. So this is the way it's going to be. And that's how nature is. Once nature creates something that is perfectly adapted to a suitable environment for its own, propagation and its own survival, it's a done deal. Basically, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's how Mother Nature works. Because when you say Mother Nature, you're saying God.